This is Kit McConico for the Lone Star Conference. Thank you for joining us as we're joined by head women's basketball coach for St. Edward's University, JJ Riehl. JJ, how are you doing?
We're doing all right. These are kind of after hours for me. Normally we're home by now. Get up here at 4 o'clock in the morning. So 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm struggling.
Well, it's been a different year, that is for sure. Always great to speak with you, Coach. You're going into your ninth season there as the head coach of the Hilltopper women's basketball team. Your second year in the Lone Star Conference, and what are your expectations for year two?
That's a good question. This is such a different year, so different than any other year. And I think expectations are relative and unique to everyone's situation. Everyone's situation has been so different. Everyone's the playing field is not level, and when you're dealing with different health and local authorities and restrictions in some places that other places don't have. And so I think we've just we've talked a lot about understanding that our journey is a little different than everyone else's. And, we just try to win each day. And right now for us, that's lots of energy, execution, togetherness and practice. And, when I guess we're 3 weeks out from opening week for us, I guess maybe 4, I don't know. And, that's going to look different when there's a scoreboard and another team, but I still think the outcomes are the same. I think if there was ever a year when it was about us and just our growth and our journey as an individual team, and not external circumstances or maybe even win losses, especially here to start, I think it's this year.
Coach, there's been so much uncertainty this year. You alluded to the fact that the conference schedule is yet to be released. How has that uncertainty affected you and your staff?
I think coaches by nature, what we do is plan. We have a plan for everything. And I think that's been the most difficult because we haven't had a plan for anything. We didn't know for St. Ed's when we started, we didn't know when we were even going to touch a basketball. Then we didn't know when we were going to see our whole team on the floor. Then it was when we could do contact. Now it's been for a good 3-4 weeks. When are we going to have a schedule? When is the first game? So it has been difficult. It's been difficult to plan. It's been difficult to know conditioning wise and strength training wise when we should be going hard and pulling back, and all of the stuff that we normally know, we don't know. And so that has been difficult. I think the beauty in all of it is I think you see how resilient these young people are, and they've just kind of gone with the flow, and they've bought in and trusted us in everything that we've done, and we've made the best of it. But it certainly has been difficult.
Coach, talking about your team, last year you finished 7th in the Lone Star Conference, your first year in conference play. This year, just one senior. You do have 6 juniors. How's your squad shaping up for this season?
I think there's a lot of unknowns. I think chemistry-wise and how we play together, it's as good as we've been in a long time. I think obviously, we lost a lot of points if you're at the stat sheet from last year, and so that's a big question mark. I think we don't have necessarily one playmaker. I think we play as 5 people on the floor, and we need the other 4 people on the floor to help us score. And so I don't know, offensively, there's a lot of unknowns. We're young, we're inexperienced at certain positions. We have a little experience at other positions. So, I think like anything else, we've always figured out a way to be competitive. We're going to play defense, and we're going to have a plan. And, there might be some grinded out, low scoring type games, and that's all right too. And we'll figure it out as we go.
Speaking with JJ Riehl, head women's basketball coach for St. Edward's University here on Lone Star Conference Basketball Online Media Day. Coach, to wrap things up, I'd like to switch gears a little bit. You mentioned the uncertainty, the effect it's had on your staff. I know you're very proud of your players and what they've gone through, the adversity this year, and how they've come through this. And they've continued to battle, not just on the hardwood, but in the classroom and in life as well.
I think our transfers will play valuable minutes, Justina Chan and Morgan Gary. I think our freshmen are going to have to play. I think our wing position, our 2-3 position, our numbers are low. We have 4 kids. We lost Haley. She's out with injury for the year. And so I think Lauren Catherman's going to have to step up and play big minutes at that position group. McCall Hampton will have to fill in at the 4 and play minutes. Ronnie Cantu will have to be a great backup point guard. I don't know that there'll be a game this year. I think in the past, if you watch us play, there'll be games. Maybe we play eight people. When the depth chart kind of gets tightened up a little bit, I think there'll be a lot of games this year where we're playing 10, 11, 12 kids. So I think everyone will have a role to play.
Speaking with JJ Riehl, head women's basketball coach for St. Edward's University here on Lone Star Conference Basketball Online Media Day. Coach, to wrap things up, I'd like to switch gears a little bit. You mentioned the uncertainty, the effect it's had on your staff. I know you're very proud of your players and what they've gone through, the adversity this year, and how they've come through this. And they've continued to battle, not just on the hardwood, but in the classroom and in life as well.
Yeah, it's been, just what they have to do every single day. And to be here on a campus that's, for all practical purposes, deserted. And they sit in their rooms all day and go to school. And they come to practice, they come in the gym, shoot extra. We ask them not to be in restaurants and out and around anyone other than themselves and each other. And it's just how they've approached all of it. It certainly makes coming in here every day in the unknown and not knowing what was going to happen the past 3 months. There's been a joy to coming in to seeing them. I think they're a great lesson for us all about resiliency and perspective and just how they approach things. I think sometimes we hear so much about millennials and this and that. And I think all of us older folks, we could take certainly take a page out of their book with just how they've handled this and how they choose to glass is half full and not half empty.
Very well. Coach, always a pleasure to speak with you, and thank you again for your time today. We wish you the best of luck this season.
Thank you so much.